Hello, my beauties. Welcome back to the Matrix of Life and a video Karmic Debate Club Part 1, where we're talking about regular customers and triggers and all the funniness related to it got interrupted by the call. I'm sorry. So I'm going here with Part 2. In part 1, we finished that I got triggered by this person with this karmic tale and her symbolism predictions. And what I want to tell you here, whenever you get triggered by someone, that's only your problem. If you don't like my videos, that's your problem. And same me asking myself, okay, why I am triggered that much? Because she have time to write nonsense. Again, nonsense that's only from my point of view. Again, that's only my point of view. And of course, I'm not gonna tell her that, look, this looks like nonsense to me. Because what she's doing, she running her own page, little sandbox. She's writing it in her little sandbox. Write it, run it, whatsoever. We all have like freedom of speech, freedom of creative expression. Let her do. There always gonna be people who will appreciate, and I will be sharing my own insights in my little sandbox, which as well I don't want to be interrupted, because I wanna only communicate with people who at the same wave with me. Me, myself, not in the same wave with her, but, so I'm not going and not criticizing. What I'm sharing my own observations, what I'm curious about, like, okay, from my point of view, what was my trigger? Let's be honest. She have time to write nonsense. I don't have time to write how I think valuable things. So, problem not this girl, problem is time. So what you should do, you should work on karmic seeds of time and create yourself more time. Simple, easy. Start working on this so you will have time to do this. What else? As I'm keep repeating, again, I'm not rushing to you wrong, you completely wrong, who taught you this and that? No, that's gonna be preacher energy, teacher energy. I'm telling myself, okay, let me analyze exactly the same pictures as I do, and let the time tell the truth. Always let the time tell the truth, because I don't like the situationship. And you creating yourself enormous ego and rushing to other people's channels and like, you're completely wrong, you're not doing this right, you must shuffle cards this way, you must do spread in this way, this card has such meaning in it. No. Best you can do, make your own vision, and let the time prove who was right, who was wrong, who truly have abilities and who does not. So that's it. Very, very simple. No need to argue, no need to, all this nonsense, complete nonsense. Another thing I noticed, because at my Instagram, a few times already in stories, I was answering your questions with like, let's pull a card for you, question. And when I launch first one, like this, yes, no answer if you have, let me tell you, yeah. What I noticed, because I am already in different vibrations, a little bit different, yeah, because again, I wasn't like this all my life. I walked to this, and this path wasn't easy. Because you changing your mental, you changing your actions, reactions. That's not easy path, okay? So I didn't set any conditions because I'm already not like a person. There are people who for first time they got to all-inclusive hotel, 5 stars all-inclusive, and they went for breakfast, and there is a table full of food, and they just, what they doing, they grabbing everything and rush, they eating, they sitting there for 2 hours, how long, and they, what they doing during these 2 hours, they keep eating. And this doing this from position of having not enough of such things in their life, because person who have enough, who live in this prosperous state of mind that cherry pie is enough for everyone. Remember my cherry pie video, and I wasn't surprised it wasn't popular, because the higher vibration we're talking about, the less people will resonate. If me here tell you about some bullshit as experiment, I bet there's gonna be like 5,000 views, because majority of people, they gonna resonate with bullshit. But here, let me check. Deficit, yeah. Deficit. Such people, they acting from position of deficit. And because I made a lot of effort to not be there in this position of deficit, of course I sort of like forgot about this detail, that not all people like me now, for example, right? And I didn't set conditions. And I don't have many subscribers, that's why it did not become a disaster. Because I'm constantly, I'm cleansing subscribers. I don't like people who not interacting with me, who just subscribed and sitting there do nothing. So, here we go. As I was lucky that not that many people. I posted this, like, send me your question, I will pull a card for you. And then any more conditions here. And it started. Same people, like 5, 6, 10, 20 questions from one person. I was like, oh my God. And this reminded me exactly these people who acting from this position of deficit, from not enough in their life, who for first time in their life they got to this 5-star hotel and this food and grabbing just everything. Compatible products, not compatible, they just grabbing everything. They cannot even eat that much. They sitting there suffering, but they chewing for 2 hours in a row. What they doing is only eating until it hurts them, because they acting from this position of deficit. When you acting like from normal person who lives in abundance, you come in, you deciding, okay, today I want chicken and I want this muffin and I want this salad. That's it. You are able to hear your real need, your real wishes. But people who live constantly in deficit, this is deficit thinking, and this is the brightest indicator when people act in this way. This is the brightest indicator that people really don't know what they need, what they want, and they live in deficit constantly because they have this deficit thinking. And it started 10 questions in a row. Thanks Lord, I have not much subscribers at my Instagram, and I was able to answer all of them and fulfill my obligation. I was volunteering for this, yeah. I had the desire to change conditions, okay, but I don't want to create a karma where I will be negotiating with people about some terms and conditions, and they will be changing it in process. So I didn't want to create this awful karma when I am agreeing on something with person and they negotiating, and later they telling, no, here is, you need to do this and that, what was not original agreement, okay. So I fulfilled all of them. In this first case, we had this angel answers deck, and that was super simple, super easy. That was just amazing. I decided, okay, I gonna, even though I have lack of time, I have a lot of going on in my life now, I decided, okay, I gonna answer them all. I answered. Okay. What's next? Later on, I got a new deck, and I need to learn. This deck is very wonderful. I love it. It's very efficient when you're working with people's problems. For coach, this deck is like #1 symbolon. I love this deck. I'm not seeing many tarot readers, by the way. I'm not seeing many tarot readers working with this deck. Actually, I haven't seen. If you have some channels like in your mind who's working with this symbolon deck, feel free to send me a link or the name of the channel. I will check who is working with symbolon from readers, because these cards, this only 30 years old cards, but they already created strong competition for tarot cards and everything. They are perfect for coaches, and I decided, okay, I need to learn it quick and fast. Of course, I can read by symbols, but it will be really nice to learn from all possible sides what I'm doing. Yeah, I can complete like my vision. I can add my vision to reading of all cards and combinations, but still you need to learn first the base. You need to learn base. So I decided, okay, I will be learning base, and why not to help people? Why not to combine like pleasant and useful, to be useful to someone? Okay, I launched, but this time I was already smart, already learned from my mistake, and I noted in this: one person, one question. That's it. And here we started again. When, even though people read conditions, they started to send more than one question. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions. What the hell? Yeah? So don't act like this, because this is devaluing of other people's talent, work, and time. If it's only one question per person and it's noted, then it's only one question. So this time I was already not answering, and my like consciousness and everything, my mind was calm about it, because I did not change conditions during the process. This is the worst karma you can plant, changing conditions during the process. And it seems like this very like little thing, what I said or done. I just realized that too many people send in like too many questions. But guys, this is very important to understand, and please don't behave like this, because if you will keep behaving like this, you will never create for yourself a state of abundance. Just like this person who came, and I'm your regular client. I really never seen you, like I seen you only once, and only on like Black Friday sale. And now you come in, you claiming you're regular client. Of course not. Don't behave, please. This is very ugly behavior. I understand why I'm seeing such people like echoing in my reality, because remember, I shared with you when I said that world is unfair. Everyone owns something to me. Like I wanted to get all discounts in the world. I wanted to get all the goodies in the world. I wanted to get everything for free. Or with the maximum discount. But behaving this way, you will never create abundance in your life. And what I noticed, since I don't have much time to cook here, of course I'm ordering delivery here, because it's either 1-2 hours to cook few different meals, yeah, even 3 hours sometimes, because it takes your time to cook something, to clean, to wash vegetables, everything to prepare. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, and it takes your mind. You need to stand there if you don't want it to overburn. So I'm ordering delivery, and I'm ordering delivery like I think 10-12 times a month. Yeah, and of course I'm paying for delivery, and I'm giving tips for delivery. Yeah, because I want to see generous customers in my life who as well live in tips. Yeah, so give it to someone to get. Give it first. And what I noticed here, I'm doing this like for a year, because last year I was buying. Before, I was just working on my own and buying things, like in shops and gastromarket, supermarket. They have this food court. There I was buying. But last year, last winter, it was so like icing here. It was impossible to walk. And reading me, still I still working on these patterns. I'm detecting them where I'm greedy, okay? Because it's never ending work, okay? And I decided better I pay for delivery this $3-5 rather than I go there, slip something and broke something. Trying to save this $3-5. It does not cost this risk, because it was incredibly slippery in my city. And I started until this slippery weather ceased, yeah. I started to order delivery, and I liked it. I got myself application, yeah, and I truly liked it. And I think like ordering for a month, because that was a month of such weather. I like looked, and I think that okay, I did not become poorer from doing this, from spending money on this. I did not become poorer, so why not to keep it? And even after this naughty weather was over, dangerous weather, very dangerous, I decided it's very like it's saving a lot of my time, so I will keep doing this. And I was doing already for a year, almost a year. I'm doing this. And what had happened here, girls and guys? What had happened? Only today I realized my karma finally like unfolded. That they have like subscription, like at Amazon, for delivery. When you paying for subscription, you like saving and you getting it much cheaper, this delivery. If you subscribing, if you paying monthly subscription for delivery. And I was, oh my god, why didn't I see this earlier? It could save me so much money on delivery, but only at this moment of time, it's accumulated enough of karmic seeds for me to see this opportunity. Enough of karmic seeds of me being generous, constantly paying for delivery, and extra to the person who delivered this food. Paying tips extra, okay? Because I want them to be a little bit happy. Like, just imagine, here people, what is said about people in my country, again, not all of them this way, but mentality of this deficit, which we had since USSR, yeah, we had strong mentality of deficit. And maybe people used to give tips to waiters, but they not seeing a courier who bringing you this food in a very dangerous weather, or in any weather, hot weather, cold weather, they on their vehicle and they bring him delivering you food. And people seeing this like, okay, they paid already for delivery, fixed price, and they're not seeing this like waiter job or something, and they're not paying. And I want them to be happy, a little bit happier. Why not to a little like unexpected surprise, and to plant a little seed of happiness. So only today I realized it's subscription, and I was like, wow, finally my karmic seeds of me being generous, somehow of me supporting other people, for example, businesses or beginnings, okay, it's opened. And remember, I made community post yesterday that if you genuinely supporting other people, their businesses, or their blogs, what they love to do, yeah, the business of their life, you planting very powerful karmic seeds of you seeing of you seeing the opportunity where other people seeing just trash. And that's exactly about what had happened today. Like I was browsing through this application, and I was like, oh, stop a minute, what is about? And I clicked on it. Before, I have seen this, but I was not clicking on it. See the difference? Still, this subscription, it was there, but I only see this time. And I feel like skeptics, people who are skeptical, they may say, what a stupid girl, what she's telling here, she better like Google something, some advice on how to save money on deliveries through this application, or all the bonuses. And again, guys, I am not in position of saving. I lived in position of saving till I was 30 years old. I was in this surviving deficit position. I had enough of this life. And now, instead of looking and jumping for every bonus I see on my road, I already like detecting, do I need this right now? No, I don't. So I'm not participating. And same happened, like I'm subscribed to one of the wonderful, beautiful girls who teaching me Vastu, who consulting me on Vastu things, and I'm learning a lot from her. And she was doing giveaway, and of her personal consultation with new cards, with new deck of cards. And I did not participate, but usually we communicate, and I'm sending to her, look, I got this for my house from Vastu, and if your clients will need to buy something, you can find it there. So I'm providing her with information where I got something interesting from her recommendation list, because she's living in Russia, but she have clients everywhere, in Russia, in Ukraine, and she need to have like where you can buy this in Ukraine, or where you can order this in Ukraine, because it's not easy, to order some Vastu from Russia and to wait for this for a few months, So whenever I'm discovering something from her recommendations, I'm sending, and we're communicating in such a nice, friendly way. And she made this giveaway with cards, new deck of cards, consulting, and she asking me, Kate, why not you participating? And I'm sort of like, I'm in Vastu since 2018. This before I even knew about karmic management. This even before I started to practice. So of course, me in 2018, again, still after bonuses and some sort of freebies, living in this deficit mindset. So I had enough of this mindset in my life. Now I'm trying to develop generous mindset, okay? And I said, okay, if I will need this consultation, I don't need it right now. If I will need, of course, I will go and pay you. No problem with this. Like I answered. But if you need me to support you, like make exposure, I can like repost to my Russian account that, look, there is nice opportunity, guys. Go there. But I don't want to take this chance from other people, because I'm already fine. Like, I don't need it. I'm already not in this deficit mindset anymore. And people who would recommend me, go Google how to save money through this delivery app. Oh, guys, if you like to live in your deficit mindset with things not being enough, money not being enough in your life, everything not being enough in your life, okay, keep living. That's not my choice anymore. I am fed up. It's enough of saving or not. Of course, you should have common sense here in your brain, because some people, they like tricking you, and they may sell something 3, 5, 6, 7, 12 times expensive. Okay. Of course, you should have some common sense. But again, if you don't have other karmic seeds, which is deceiving and lying to other people, you will never be buying from such people. So just stay calm and stay generous. Because if you have enough of karmic sets, of being truthful, of being wholesome, of not changing like conditions on the way, yeah, you will never be encountering such people. You will never be meeting them in your life who gonna charge you like 10 times more from what it really costs. Okay, if you does not have this karmic seeds of deception, of lies, so you don't need even Google this, because you will not be meeting. But of course, I'm calling you, have this common sense. Of course, it's better to investigate a question, you know, knowing and following karmic laws should not make you this like zombie. Yeah, some people are like from secta, yeah, sort of a cult or something, and they turning into zombies. That's another extreme. Of course, keep your common sense, but without these extremes, like trying to save on everything, and like fool who does not know the price of money, yeah, who just throwing money on air. Of course, have this common sense with you. And it's always behind, like behind the price, behind the condition, something. If you don't know details, okay, if you don't know details, like I'm now searching for this, I want to buy sadhu board with nails to practice this, you know, yoga board. And I seen in one shop one price, another shop other price, and it was sort of $30-40 difference. And of course, I wrote to the shop where it's cheaper, and I asked why this price, what the details, and they explained that this nails without this is board with nails, but it's not covered, it's open, and you can only use it on a solid surface. While those which more expensive board, this is where nails are covered, and you can use it, for example, when you go to the beach. Okay, or not that solid. Everything has details, and matrix for $30 and matrix for $200. It's same matrix, but again, this is so much details, like a gap between this two matrix consultations, because what I am given at my consultation, people who only started to consult, they cannot give this to you. And the same with this physical goodie, with this board, yeah, some with covered nails and some with open nails, which you can only use on solid surface, and everything is crystal clear here. So I hope it was useful. I hope to read your thoughtful comments, okay, in comment section here under this video and previous video. Of course, drop what you think about this mentality. What kind of mentality do you have personally? Are you a person who living in deficit and searching where it gonna be cheaper? So let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can change our patterns and how karma affects everything. See you guys. Bye bye.